we're about to heat things up in the kitchen with Erin McKool, chef and owner of Start Restaurant. She's making a flourless chocolate cake, and you'll never guess what makes it so good, but you're about to find out. You're going to tell us exactly how to make this.
Definitely, and this is a great dinner party item. We were just talking about this. You can make everybody their own little cake. You could even drop some chocolate chips in it and make it molten if you like.
I was going to say, this is a good after-school snack when mommy's sitting in the drive-through, you know, carpool. I'll take one of those on the road.
Why not?
And have it waiting for the kids.
It's high in protein because it's made with quinoa, and quinoa has all 8 essential amino acids, so it's great for vegetarians. And so you're just going to cook the quinoa according to the instructions. Make sure to use pre-washed quinoa so you don't have to deal with that. But you just cook that and then cool that. And you know, just having quinoa at home in the refrigerator that you can use throughout the week is a great thing to have.
It is. It's nice to have on hand.
So this is my best friend. We use a blender at Start every day. I use this every day with my little boy.
I bet you do.
And so this is what we use at Start as well to make the quinoa cake is the blender.
Okay.
And so what we do is we take our organic milk, we use vanilla, we use only organic cage-free eggs at Start, and we use 4 of those, and then we melt butter. And again, our butter is also organic at Start. And it's unsalted.
Is it clarified butter?
No, just regular butter.
Okay.
Organic butter, and just make sure it's unsalted because you'll add a little salt in later.
All right.
And you're going to blend that on low. I'll put a lid on this because I've had, you know, things happen. But you blend that on low just until it mixes.
Nice and blended.
And you don't want to over whip the eggs. We found out all of our cakes were falling at Start when we first opened.
So we're over blending?
Yeah. You over whip the eggs and then the cake will have a big hole in it.
Okay.
So after that's blended, then you put your quinoa in.
Alrighty. How much is that? About 2 cups?
Yes. Of cooked, yeah.
Yeah.
And then, while this is blending, we'll work on our dry ingredients. But just hit that on low
interesting.
and let that blend. Again, you don't want to over whip it.
Right.
It's kind of nice to have a little grainy texture anyway. When we first started making it, we did it completely smooth like hummus. And we learned, you know, along the way not to do that. I'll let you do the dry ingredients.
Oh, good.
This is unsweetened cocoa powder.
Right. Is there something already?
I just put a little bit more in there, but
okay.
You just add that to it.
All that? I just
Yep. And you can use any cocoa powder you like. I like Ghirardelli's. That's baking soda.
And I just love how cute these little baby things are right here.
Salt and baking powder.
Okay.
And to make sure that our cake is 100% gluten-free, we use gluten-free baking powder as well. It's not all baking powder is, we found out.
Yeah.
And then that sugar. We use organic evaporated cane juice. You can use any white sugar that you like. Yep, the whole thing.
Ooh, that's
we're making a lot of cakes here.
Okay. Alrighty.
And then you can just whisk that together.
Sure.
I'm going to turn up the power a little on this. And then once this is pretty creamy, we'll take the wet ingredients and we'll just mix it right into the...
Okay.
Yeah.
I got the lumps out there.
Here, you want to scoop it in?
Sure.
And I'll hold this.
Alrighty.
And
Yeah, it's still got a little texture to it there.
Right. And honestly, at home I might blend it a little bit longer, but...
Would you? Okay.
Yeah.
Just a little smoother?
Just a little smoother.
Alrighty.
But having that texture is great and really high in protein cake. And then you just blend those together.
All right. Well, that's easy.
These are the cake pans that we use at Start so that everybody gets their own cake, but you could honestly use anything you like. You can use a mini muffin pan.
Yeah.
In fact, for catering, we'll do little mini muffins with chocolate buttercream frosting on top. People love that. But you can use anything you like, and you just need to spray it. Now, the key to making this cake, besides over blending it, is to make sure the cake completely cools before you take it out of the pan. So I use a rack like this, and we cool them completely, and then flip them over, and they'll come right out, no problem.
That's a great idea. Okay, so here's some batter.
And then if you want to just take a scoop, I actually use these. We have everything is kind of pre-measured, so we'll just take a scoop, and you fill it about halfway.
Oh, only halfway.
Settle it just like that.
Because if any more, it might pop over the top.
It does,
too much.
because it really does rise, because you can see how tall that they end up being.
That is so clever. I cannot believe you could do that without flour.
Yeah.
That's
the quinoa
amazing.
is basically the flour. And then when they're done, we just sprinkle a little powdered sugar and sliced berries on top. You could use blackberries, raspberries, blueberries. You could make a blueberry sauce. We do a lot of different things with this at home. And then if you'd like to try it, I just sliced it.
I would love to try it. And it's actually, I'm impressed at how moist it is.
It's very moist.
And girls, there's a bite. She cut a bite for y'all too. I know you want to come and take a bite.
Get it, Amy.
Come on, girls. Don't leave me hanging here by myself. You know I don't like to eat alone. And I know Dawn.
The only thing about this batter, though, is you can't really make it the day before and then bake it off the next day because that baking powder is so
So you need to cook it right
active.
away.
Twist my arm.
My goodness gracious.
Yeah, come check it
I'm
out.
telling y'all, it's really moist. You would never know this
I'm
is Flourless.
excited about your new location.
Yeah, so we're opening up on Lemon Avenue.
Pardon my
And
hands.
so we're really excited about that. We're working on some recipes that'll just
Thank you,
be
love.
specific. We'll use all of the same recipes that we have now and then add a couple things.
Is it going to be a drive-through too?
Yes.
Great.
Yes.
Same building concept, a drive-through.
Okay.
Oh my
Dine
gosh, love
in
it.
with us or go through the drive-through. You can have beer and wine if you come inside.
Erin, thank you so much. I love your concept, and you're going to open that drive-through soon. I just know it.
The wh-
She's going to open
well,
a
she-
drive-through for
Flower
healthy
Mound.
people. And yes, for people who don't want to eat all that fast food, you just drive through.
Well, that's her business model, which is so great about
I
it.
know.
It's
I can't
drive-through,
wait.
yeah.
All right. So Start Restaurant has an exciting and healthy menu and a refreshing change of pace for that over-processed food that we talk about sometimes we all settle for. So to get today's recipe, log on to thebroadcasttv.com. Click on today's links. Up next.